takes away man's income, salary, and wages to pay for wife or any woman. What about that? Any other economic violence? See, the list is kept open. Anything can be added at will. Dowry related harassment. Demands for dowry made. Any other detail with regard to dowry. We have a criminal law exclusively meant to tackle dowry related offenses, the very infamous IPC Section 498A, where the conviction rate is even less than 2%. We have Dowry Prohibition Act to punish both dowry givers and takers. Interestingly, not even a single person has ever been convicted either for giving or taking dowry until 2010. From this, it is clear that the intention of legislator to add one more law is not to punish the offender but something else, which is a secret that everyone knows. Physical violence. Beating, slapping, hitting, biting, kicking, punching, pushing, shoving, causing bodily pain or injury in any other manner. Are you wondering why choking, strangling, stabbing, etc. are not in the list? When love is thin, fault is thick. In that case, even an accidental push is going to cost man and his entire family a lot. Verbal and emotional violence. Insults, accusation on character or conduct, insult for not bringing dowry, insult for not having male child, insult for not having any child, demeaning, humiliating, or undermining remarks or statements, ridicule, name calling, forcing you not to attend school, college, or any other educational institutions, preventing you from taking up a job, preventing you from leaving the house, preventing you from meeting any particular person, forcing you to get married against your will, forcing you to get married when you don't want to marry, preventing you from marrying a person of your choice, forcing you to marry a person of his or their choice, threat to commit suicide, any other verbal or emotional abuse. Everyone knows very well that how efficient our law enforcement agencies are. Considering that, what are the chances that you can think of to prove these allegations beyond reasonable doubt? Comments that may sound funny to an easygoing woman might sound extremely offensive to hypersensitive women. Remember, all these are applicable not only to women but also to your children. Disciplinary actions can easily be painted as an offense. Sexual violence, forced sexual intercourse, forced to watch pornography or other obscene material, forcibly using you to entertain others, any other act of sexual nature, abusing, humiliating, degrading, or otherwise violative of your dignity. Again, all the listed offenses are absolutely vague and almost impossible to prove. The only way that I can think of to save a man from these allegations is to fix closed-circuit cameras everywhere in the house to prove his innocence. If any act of domestic violence is committed against you by a person with whom you are or you were residing in the same house, you can get all or any of the following orders against the person. Look at this line. You are or you were residing in the same house. It doesn't say for how long. This is intentionally left to individual judges. One judge in South India may rule 1 year, or one judge in North India may rule 1 hour is enough to establish a living relationship. Let's take a look what these orders are. Under Section 18, to stop committing any further acts of domestic violence on you or your children. To give you the possession of your sedan, jewelry, clothes, etc. Not to operate the joint bank accounts or lockers without permission of court. It would be wise for men to contribute only same amount or less than what your partner do to the joint account and keep another account for your own use. Otherwise, one complaint saying you are not allowing her to watch TV may block all your money. We have judges who issued summons to dog. Not kidding. Search the internet, you'll find it. Under Section 19, not to stop you from residing in the house where you were residing with the person, not to disturb or interfere with your peaceful enjoyment of residence, not to dispose of the house in which you are residing. If your residence is a rented property, then either to ensure payment of rent or secure any other suitable alternative accommodation which offers you the same security and facilities as earlier residence, not to give up the rights in the property in which you are residing without permission of the court, not to take any loan against the house in which you are residing or mortgage it or create any other financial liability involving the property. Any or all of the following orders for the safety requiring the persons to: General order: stop the domestic violence reported. Special orders: remove himself from your place of residence or workplace. Stop making any attempts to meet you. Stop calling you over phone or making any attempts to communicate with you by letter, email, etc. Stop talking to you about marriage or forcing you to meet a particular person of his choice for marriage. Stay away from the school of your children or any other place where you or your children visit. Surrender possession of firearms, any other weapons, or any other dangerous substance. Not to acquire possession of firearm, any other weapons, or any other dangerous substance, and not to be in possession of any similar article. Not to consume alcohol or drugs with similar effect which led to domestic violence in the past. Any other measure required to ensuring your or your children's safety. An order of interim monetary relief under Section 20 and 22, including maintenance of you and your children, compensation for physical injury, including